Hey guys, what's up? Alec back with the daily stock market, and look at that Tesla stock on an absolute tear, up 12% in the past week. We have big tech surging as S&P 500 crosses $5,600 for the first time. We have Tesla up 56% in the past month. And we additionally have SPY closing at $561 per share. This is an all-time high for SPY by far in the S&P 500. We can see that it's up 28% in the past 12 months. And in the past 5 years, remember, we did see an all-time high in 2021 at $474 per share, but we are far above those previous all-time highs in 2021, 2022, 2023, and recently set in March at 521. So it feels good to be at $561 on SPY and $5,600 on S&P 500. Tesla up 56% again in the past 1 month alone, in the past 30 days. So now is an excellent time to be making money in the stock market and learn how to develop money from the stock market. If you want to join my close friends list and my private trading group, go ahead and click on Success 2024 and read through some of these positive testimonials in our group. Does your account look like this? In the past month, up 983%, $10,000 made, close to $1,000 for the first month, joining in $400 made. Big days happening every single day. DM me here, the Daily Stock Market on Instagram, to join and figure out more about the program. I want to continue to talk about Tesla because just in June last month, Tesla was at $167 per share. Now it's closer to $262 per share. So we're going to be going over Tesla stock, if it's a good investment, short-term, long-term. What do I think of that? We're also going to be going over what the Feds are talking about right now because they have a big week going on. So strap on in, click that like button, subscribe on YouTube for all the full length videos, and make sure you stay to the very end so you don't miss out on any hidden gems throughout this video. So first up, this is a great article I want to share with you guys. Federal Reserve Chair Jerome Powell continues his second day of testimonies before the Senate, informing U.S. lawmakers on Capitol Hill on the state of economy and how the Fed officials are approaching the likelihood of cutting interest rates. Additionally, Tesla has shifted into high gear in the past week, notching its 10th straight day of stock gains in yesterday's trading session. We can also continue to read the S&P has been ripping, tearing, and roaring higher, closing Tuesday's session at a new record high for the 36th time this year. Oppenheimer chief investment strategist John comes onto the program to discuss why he is raising his S&P 500 year-end target even higher to $5,900. Okay, we can continue to read BMO Wealth Management, U.S. Chief Investment Officer Young Ma expresses the idea that economic conditions may be healthy enough for risk-taking and the Fed opt to begin a rate-cutting cycle. As we can see on Tuesday, Powell said that the labor market conditions have cooled while remaining strong. Despite Powell's status quo description of the labor markets, the Fed is still expecting to pivot to rate cuts as its September 18th meeting. Okay, so keep in mind of that, very important. But Powell's lack of immediate concern that the labor market is deviating from the Fed's full employment mandate may taper views on about how much the Fed will cut this year. For now, lower inflation holds the key for Fed rate cuts, which raises the stakes for Thursday's Consumer Price Index report. So tomorrow is going to be a very volatile day for the stock market because we do have the CPI report coming out. So some of the best stock markets to watch this week, we have Carvana, Meta Platforms, Monday.com, Palantir Technology, Amazon, American Express, Apple, JPM, and Microsoft. And for NVIDIA, we also saw them rally around 2.5% on Tuesday and then rally again another 2.5% today on Wednesday. NVIDIA stock is sharply above the split adjusted alternative buy point at $97.40 per share where it's split at. The artificial intelligence leader also is in IBM leaderboard stock. Amazon is now in a buy range, which is above $191.70 per share. Buy point in a flat base following a recent breakout move. Amazon added also Wednesday. Apple stock rose 0.5% on Tuesday, hitting more record highs. Shares are extended above a cup base 199.62 buy point. Apple was up nearly 1% early Wednesday. And we can see that Apple shares closed 1.85% up on the day at $232 per share, again making a new all-time high. So lots of stocks right now are at all-time highs. However, Tesla stock is still far away from an all-time high. Remember in 2021, which that's when like the S&P 500 and lots of other stocks hit an all-time high. They still have never reclaimed that high of $381 per share. Okay, so that's still at least another 50% left in the tank for Tesla just to get to new all-time highs. And a lot of these other stocks and even the S&P 500 are at all-time highs far and away. So that's why if you were watching this channel, we were buying below $200 per share for a long time. We have price targets on Tesla below $200 per share. Will it go back down there before it goes higher? Nobody really knows for sure, but we can make some educated guesses based off this next information that I'm going to be pulling up. So right now is the World AI Conference, and Elon Musk is expected to make a speech at the opening. If we scroll up, we can also see that right now the Tesla Optimus humanoid robot draws a crowd at the World AI Conference. Remember, this is the same conference where Mr. Elon Musk went up there and said that Tesla could be worth $5 trillion once they get auto taxis down and self-driving 100%. And then after the auto driving and self-driving and robo-taxis, then the Optimus robots, he said that hopefully they'll be able to sell around 1 billion Tesla Optimus humanoid robots. Now, this is more for a long-term vision. And if you go to Tesla.com and look at the AI and robotics tab, it's actually pretty interesting. We have a full self-driving chip that you could read about, the Dojo chip, Dojo systems. We can see neutral networks on how the auto driving tracks and everything. It's quite interesting. So if you're interested in any of that, take some time, read through any of this. I'm super bullish long term on Tesla. So are people like Kathy Woods. For example, June 12th, 2024, this was just updated to $2,600 per share. And Elon Musk actually spoke on this price target that ARK Invest, the expected valuation for Tesla in 2029. And he said this is actually pretty accurate. So you could go into arkinvest.com and actually read through this yourself. There's actually a bull case, a bearish case, and then an expected value. So the bearish case is actually $2,000 per share in the next 5 years. So feel free to read through some of this, especially if you're a huge Tesla bull or you just have a lot of money invested in a Tesla. This is a good place for you to read and kind of figure out a little bit more about the business, the fundamentals. It is extremely in-depth research, so make sure you mark at least a few hours out of reading through this, taking notes, highlighting the most important thing, and then transferring those highlighted notes into your own formulated opinions. And as far as the short term is concerned, remember Tesla always has their AI day every year for the last few years. Last year, it was like September 30th. The year before that, it was August 19th. So it should be around that time frame. But as far as short-term potential for the stock, it can continue ripping with this rally and the hype and the momentum can keep carrying it up. But it also has that AI day around the corner. So yes, Tesla Optimus robot is drawing crowds at the World AI Conference. And everyone is getting excited about Tesla because of the AI potential, not only in the self-driving, but also for the robots as well. So they're getting excited again. A lot of people are getting excited again for Tesla, just like they are about NVIDIA, especially considering that it's off its all-time highs of 2021 still, so it could be picked up. And a lot of people are considering this even a good value at $262 per share because there's a good chance that it goes to $350 per share, and then $400 per share, and then $500 per share once the momentum comes back with Tesla. So in the short term, Tesla does have some great potential to keep going higher and make new all-time highs. I hope you guys did appreciate that video. Thank you for taking time out of your day and spending it with me. Hope you got some good info out of this video and you are invested in a Tesla for the long term. Personally, I'm holding majority of my Tesla till 2029 or longer. I am looking for around a 200-300% gain in the next 5 years on Tesla, and that, in my opinion, obviously is going to significantly beat the S&P 500 as a whole. However, I don't have more than 10% of my entire portfolio in any one stock, so that way I'm still diversified. And if you want to learn these simple methods of investing that are very simple to understand, but you might not just know about them because of ignorance and not studying the stock market, or new to the stock market, new to investing, message me on the Daily Stock Market here on Instagram. Now 234,000 followers, 957 posts. Been doing this for an extremely long time, helping lots of people out. Over 1,500 success stories now on the highlight section of my story. So feel free to read through some of those for yourself. The list goes on and on and on. Thank you guys for taking time. Smash a big thumbs up on this video if you haven't already and you learned something new in this video. Subscribe for all the long-term videos, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Remember, don't time the market, buy the market. Peace.